Hello and welcome back to my channel. This time we're looking at another ukulele for a little review, this time of the Lani LB-70. As you can see, this is a baritone ukulele, and it's something of an oddity actually. I was given this by an ex-student of mine who said that they'd like me to pass it on, but I thought I'd have a little go of it on here before I do that. And looking at the instrument, inside there is an address for West Yorkshire. Despite that, this is obviously going for more of a Hawaiian sort of feel with the Lani, sounds like a Hawaiian word, but then we've also got a sticker on the back that says made in China. So I'm not really sure exactly who is responsible for this instrument. Maybe there's something going on between like a shop and a brand, or maybe the brand is a Hawaiian sort of disguised brand based in the UK and then they are made in China. I'm not sure what's going on, but this isn't a brand I've ever seen before elsewhere, so it's a really interesting instrument to me. And as you can see, it's very bright and eye-catching, and then on the side it's a little bit more subtle, and so this tells me that it's made in the more sort of classical guitar tradition, with a brighter tone wood on top and then a darker back and sides. Certainly this does have that guitar kind of feel to it. When you strum it, it definitely brings out those lower registers, and so it's great for those who are looking for a little bit more of a darker sound. Having said that, it's not the darkest baritone uke I've ever played. I'd say it more sits definitely within the lower register of tone and sound, but not at the lowest, kind of mid to low perhaps. The headstock is pretty huge actually, but nevertheless it does the job I suppose. It's nothing really special. You've got pretty good tuners on the back, but again nothing special to shout out about, and you've got this binding around the edges here as well, which is a really nice touch. On the front, a little rosette around the sound hole, and you've got plenty of frets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21 frets it has in total. And coming down to the bridge and the saddle, this is a very nice polished smooth saddle with just a standard bridge, nothing really to shout out about there. There's no strap buttons or anything. This is just a ukulele that you take as it comes. I'd say the neck is a little bit wider than I'd like it to be. I don't know if that's because whoever made this thought that because it's a baritone it needed a slightly wider neck. Again, maybe coming from that classical guitar world again, because classical guitars have wider necks than sort of acoustic standard guitars, and so again maybe it's coming from that tradition of using the slightly wider neck. It's a little bit wide for me personally. I was struggling to get my hands around it. Not too much, it's not the end of the world, and if you prefer a wider neck then I think this might suit you actually. I'm not sure what strings these are, or if these are even the original strings that come on the instrument, but they are very nice, projective, and they do last a while. There's a lot of sustain. I don't know how well the mic picked up and at what point that dropped off, but that was a very, very long sustain, so that's fantastic. So if you're not sure about the baritone uke, if you can find this or something like this, then maybe give it a go before you then, if you are converted to the baritone ukulele, you could then go on and spend a bit more money on something that's a bit more specialist and a bit more refined. But as it stands, this is a great first baritone ukulele, and I'd certainly recommend it for those people in that category. So there you have it, the Lani LB-70. Don't forget to press subscribe so you can catch the next time I release one of these ukulele reviews, and I'll see you next time.